Here, we'll outline 3 steps to keto success. But first, let's define what a keto diet is. Simply put, it is a high-fat, low-carb, low to moderate protein diet. By drastically restricting carbohydrates in your diet, the body will enter and sustain ketosis, a metabolic state where the body burns a highly efficient alternative fuel called ketones. Not only does a keto diet help with weight loss, but current research also indicates that it can help to improve health conditions like heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and Alzheimer's disease. To start your keto journey off on the right foot, here are our top 3 key pieces of advice. Eat the right foods, eat the right amount of those foods, and prepare for the keto flu. Let's start with food. Your goal, on a consistent basis, is to replace carb-heavy foods with keto-friendly foods. This will help you eat fewer calories than before and help jumpstart and sustain ketosis. You will need to focus on meat, high-fat dairy, and healthy oils, leafy green and above-ground vegetables, nuts and seeds, avocado, berries, and keto-approved sweeteners. You'll need to entirely avoid grains, sugar, fruit, and starchy vegetables. For more info, see our video, Keto Cooking, Keto Food List, for plenty more information on what to eat and what not to eat on keto. You'll be relying a lot more on home-cooked food than packaged, processed, or prepared foods. It's important to note that you don't have to figure out how to do this on your own. There are so many resources on Ruled Me, including meal plans, shopping lists, budget breakdowns, and recipes. We'll teach you to avoid common pitfalls, how to read labels and nutritional information, and which keto foods can be swapped and substituted for foods that are off limits. You might be surprised how many things like bread, pasta, cookies, and ice cream you can still enjoy if you just learn how to make them keto-friendly. It's not just eating the right foods, though that is the foundation of the diet. You must also learn how much to eat, which brings us to our second point. A keto diet can help you to restrict your calorie intake in a slow and steady way, which leads to long-term weight loss.
Body's producing ketones from fat. It's like an ATM machine for your fat. That's great.
Exactly.
I mean, it makes sense now. But
Right.
some people say they can't keep up with it. It's hard to keep up with.
It's hard to save up, but it can be done, and you can flirt with it. You don't have to be obsessive about being in nutritional ketosis all the time. If you just try to get this stuff out of your diet and more of this stuff in, you'll be close enough to the edges of ketosis to get the benefits.
Okay, give me some examples.
Some
here.
examples are, well, the first thing we want to do is when we talk about fats, we have to talk about the real fats, the good fats, and that is not corn oil and soybean oil and all the other oils that we've been told are so healthy. I love Malaysian palm oil, and the reason I love it, number one, is it has no trans fats. There was a huge article in the Times yesterday about over 500,000 people a year are killed just by trans fats. We've got to get trans fats out of the diet. So palm oil has none.
Okay.
It also does not harm the environment because they protect the forest, they don't hurt any orangutans, all that stuff. Great oil, stands up to heat. The only problem I have with the keto diet, and it's easily fixed, is it doesn't have any fiber.
Right.
And we know fiber is so important for the microbiome,
Yeah, we
which is
gotta
the
keep
gut.
things
You've got to
flowing
keep
inside,
things going.
right?
And it's not
Yeah.
just the old stuff about, it keeps you regular.
Sure.
It really keeps the bacteria in your gut healthy, which reflects on your health in a million different ways.
Okay.
So I suggest anyone flirting with the keto diet, add some fiber. And the one I like the best is sun fiber. You can get it anywhere. You just add it to a shake. It has no taste, and it's terrific for the microbiome. And that's the one
How long have
missing
you been
ingredient.
doing this?
I flirt with it. I do it maybe 4 times a year as a kind of reset.
Okay.
I don't stay on it all the time.
Sure, 'cause it'd be
but it's
hard
kind
to
of my
maintain.
go-to. Well, it's hard to maintain. Some people do really well with
Yeah.
it. It's
now,
a little
for
bit
working
difficult.
men and women who are very busy, is
Yeah.
it practical?
I think it's as practical as eating that stuff.
Sure, right,
I mean,
that's
it's
very
not that
true.
much harder.
Right.
You get nuts, dark chocolate, bone broth. I didn't bring meat and stuff because it spoils, but yes, please help yourself.
Okay,
And
so how much dark chocolate a day then?
that's a
3 tips to getting started on the ketogenic diet. Number 1, slowly transition into the state of ketosis by depleting your body's daily carbohydrate stores slowly. So this may occur over days or even 7 to 10 days past a week. This will allow your metabolism to switch from one that is running exclusively or wholly on carbohydrates to one that is running exclusively or wholly on body fat, stored body fat. If you move slowly, you're going to be less likely to develop the keto flu. So number 2, the keto flu is due to rapid progression into the ketotic state by depleting your carbohydrates too quickly. And what happens is that by virtue of the lowered insulin signal that you're showing your body, there's an aggressive diuresis. And with water, oftentimes goes electrolytes such as sodium, potassium, and magnesium. So it's very, very important that you supplement not only with these electrolytes, but drink 1 gallon to 1.5 gallons daily. Number 3, you have to understand that the ketogenic diet is not a low-calorie diet. So despite the fact that we're trying to lose fat, you must maintain your daily caloric intake, else you run the risk of sacrificing significant amount of muscle as well. So eat at your sedentary or calculated basal metabolic rate in order to minimize excessive weight loss. So these are my 3 tips for getting started on the ketogenic diet. This is Dr. Osborne, board-certified neurosurgeon, BPI sports nutrition expert. For more videos like this, check out our website, bpisports.com.